Hello and welcome to the WeLearn Small Business Management Session 4 Financing of Enterprises. Topic covered: need for the financial planning, source of finance, capital structure, term loans, source of short-term finance, other financial institute. So in this session we will going to discussing about the financing of enterprises, why financial is actually required in the organization. Every small business organization basically acquiring the funds for the purpose of starting and maintaining a small industry. And yes, this session is all about for discussing that financial part and that funding part. So different institutions that directly or indirectly assist the small entrepreneurs are going to be discussed. Need for the financial planning. There are two ways of classifying the financial needs of an enterprises. That two ways are on the basis of the extent of the performance, and yes, on the basis of the period of use. On the basis of the extent of the pyramids, or we can say that it is the financial needs are classified into the two type. One is fixed capital, another is working capital. Fixed capital basically the money which is invested in some fixed assets and durable assets like land, building, machinery, equipment, furnitures, etc. is known as a fixed capital. These assets are basically acquired for the permanent use, that is for a long period of time. Working capital, whereas it is the money invested in the current assets like raw material, finished goods, debtors, etc. It is known as the working capital. It is basically the money which is required for the day-to-day operations of the business enterprises is a working capital. So in that case, yes, हमारे जो भी ऐसे रिसोर्सेज या जो भी ऐसे असेट्स जो होते हैं वो परमानेंट बेसिस पर अगर यूज होते हैं, दैट्स कम्स इनटू द फिक्स्ड, एंड वर्किंग कैपिटल इज जो डे टू डे ऑपरेशंस में काम आती है. ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ द पीरियड बेसिस, first is the long term capital and other is the short term capital. Long term capital basically is the such money whose repayment is arranged for more than 5 years in a future, जिसकी रीपेमेंट या जिसकी जो रिटर्न्स हैं वो 5 साल से के बाद या 5 साल से ज़्यादा के बाद वी विल एक्चुअली गेटिंग टू अरेंज. देन द सोर्स ऑफ द लॉन्ग टर्म मनी कुड बी द ओनर इक्विटी, any kind of long term loans, not exactly long terms but the term loans for the financial institute, any kind of credit facilities from the bank, any kind of hire purchase facility from the organization. That comes into the long term capitals. Another is second part on the period of use is the short term capital. This is borrowed capital money that is to be repaid within a 1 year, जिसका रीपेड कॉन्सेप्ट जो होता है सिर्फ 1 ईयर का होता है. द सोर्स ऑफ द शॉर्ट टर्म फाइनेंस इट इंक्लूड द एनी काइंड ऑफ बैंक बोरोइंग फॉर द वर्किंग कैपिटल ओनली, एंड यस द डिपॉजिट और द बोरोइंग फ्रॉम द फ्रेंड्स एंड रिलेटिव्स एक्सेट्रा. Now what are the various source of financing? We come to know that there are the different kind of needs of financing. Needs of फाइनेंस की ज़रूरत या एक फाइनेंशियल प्लानिंग की ज़रूरत होती है, और प्रॉपर फाइनेंशियल प्लानिंग के लिए एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को दो तरीके से समझना पड़ता है, वेदर ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ द परफॉर्मेंस एंड अदर ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ अ पीरियड ऑफ यूज. सो इन दैट केस व्हाट आर द बेसिकली द सोर्स ऑफ अ फाइनेंस. तो फाइनेंस सोर्स मे बी इंटरनल और एक्सटर्नल. जितने भी फाइनेंसिंग सोर्स होते हैं वो इंटरनल एक्सटर्नल दोनों हो सकते हैं, बट दे मे ऑल्सो बी द शॉर्ट टर्म, मीडियम और लॉन्ग टर्म, और वो शॉर्ट टर्म, मीडियम एंड लॉन्ग टर्म्स भी होते हैं. शॉर्ट टर्म probably be the finance that the business for up to the 1 year, जिसका फाइनेंसिंग और बिजनेस पार्ट जो होता है वो 1 साल तक का होता है, दैट इज शॉर्ट टर्म. मीडियम टर्म्स आर बेसिकली द फाइनेंस द बिजनेस अप टू 5 year, एंड येस द लॉन्ग टर्म इज विच आर द फाइनेंसिंग पीरियड आर मोर देन 5 year, जिसका फाइनेंसिंग पीरियड 5 साल से ज़्यादा का होता है वो लॉन्ग टर्म होता है, जिसका 5 साल तक का होता है वो मीडियम, और जिसका 1 साल तक का होता है वो शॉर्ट टर्म फाइनेंसिंग में आ जाता है. दीज आर द डिफरेंट टर्म्स जिसके बिहाफ में या जिसके अकॉर्डिंगली हम लोग पैसा जनरेट कर सकते हैं अपने स्मॉल बिजनेस मैनेजमेंट के लिए. नाउ अदर सोर्स ऑफ फाइनेंसिंग इज the venture capital, when the business is entered into the any kind of venture facilities, or business could be move on towards the business angle, or the business growth level is the one of the source of generating the finance. First is a business growth. Yes, we have to, rather than concentrating on the venture capital and the business analysis, angles, we were mainly focusing on the business growth. That is, business growth are basically divided into the two. One is internal and external. Internal source of a business growth. Now what is the actually internal source of a finance and growth? सबसे पहला होता है the organic growth. Organic growth is basically growth generated through the development and the expansions of the business itself. जब business खुद अपनी development और अपनी expansions के behalf पर किसी तरीके की finance generations करता है. It can be achieved through by generating the increased sale. जब किसी भी तरीके की हाई सेल्स अगर कर ली जाए और हाई सेल्स के थ्रू एक प्रॉफिट जनरेट किया जाए, वहां से एक फाइनेंस जनरेट होता है. सेकेंड, यूज ऑफ रिटेन्ड प्रॉफिट. दैट मीन्स जितना भी आपका जितना भी पहले का प्रॉफिट है आप उसे री इन्वेस्ट कर रहे हो. दैट कम्स इनटू द यूज ऑफ रिटेन्ड प्रॉफिट. Another is sales of assets. In terms of it could be double-edged sword, that is reduce the capacity. आप अपने assets को बेच के अपने लिए पैसे जनरेट कर रहे हो. That comes into the sales of assets. So these are the three ways जो कि हमारी organic growth को actually define करते हैं. External sources are basically the long term. It could be maybe paid up after many years or not. जब आप internal sources के behalf पे, it could be the borrowing from the banks, it could be credit facility, it could be term loans, and term loans can be divided into the long term, short term, and inorganic growth. And the hire purchase, or it can be the margins, monies, or any kind of the mortgage loan, subsidies. These all are basically the external source of financing. Now the capital structure. Maintaining the capital structure in enterprises is basically one of the different or the major concept. So capital structure is exactly what? Capital structure refer to the combination or the mix of a debt and equity which a company used to finance its long term operations. The combination of debt and equity, it's made the capital structure. हमारी जो capital structure होती है वो debt और equity का combination होता है. So rising of a capital from the different sources and their use in the different assets by the company is made on the basis of the certain principle that provide a system of a capital so that the maximum rate of return can be earned at the maximum cost. In terms of, yes, we have a different sources of getting the finance और उन्हीं sources के behalf पे we are going to understand कि किस तरीके के assets utilization, किस तरीके का एक पूरा capital structure create हो सकता है एक organization के लिए. So this sort of a system और वो capital structure जिसके अंदर हम लोग maximum rate of return को generate कर सकें और minimum cost लेकर आए, वो जो system होता है उसे capital structure बोला जाता है. So capital structure, it could be of the internal factors and external factor. As yes, capital structure को affect करने के बहुत सारे factors होते हैं, बहुत सारे ऐसे various reasons होते हैं, जो varieties of factors होते हैं जो actually influence करते हैं. तो these variety was broadly divided into the two. One is external factor and internal factor. So what are the internal factor? Internal factor में ऐसे कौन-कौन से factors हैं जो हमारे capital structure को divide करते हैं? One is size of business. किस तरीके का business है? It is large business or small business or very huge business. Nature of business क्या है? What kind of regularities and certainties of income was business actually getting? Asset structure क्या है proper business का? Age of firm क्या है? What are the basically desire to retain a control? What are the desire factors of getting the proper retain of control? What are the future plans of the organization? Operating ratios क्या है? Trading on equity किस तरीके से एक organization कर पा रही है? And period and purpose of financing. उसका क्या exact purpose है financing का? And what is the exact period of earning that money or investing that particular money? External factor के अंदर the capital market conditions. What exactly the capital marketing conditions? जो market है capital market उसकी exact picture क्या है? Nature of investors कितने हैं? They were the huge investors or small investors. Statutory requirements किस तरीके की हैं? That comes into the statutory part. Another is the taxation policies of the country. What kind of taxation policy actually they were getting? Policies of financial institute. Financial institute अगर किसी भी तरीके की financial lendings कर रहा है तो उसके किस तरीके के उसके policies हैं, उसके किस तरीके के factors हैं? Cost of financing. What exactly the cost was generating on the finance? Seasonal variations are basically in terms of the seasonal factors. Economic fluctuations, economy कैसी है पूरी एक country की वो इम्पैक्ट करती है नेचर ऑफ कॉम्पिटिशन. नेचर ऑफ कॉम्पिटिशन बहुत हाई है, बहुत लो है. नेचर ऑफ कॉम्पिटिशन क्या है? What are the essentials of a sound or the optimal capital structure? अगर एक sound और एक effective sound capital structure बनाना है तो what are the factors to be considered? सबसे पहले तो minimum cost of capital, that means आपकी investment जो है उसे minimum रखना. Yes, due to this minimum cost of capital, minimum risk would be there. मैक्सिमम रिटर्न ट्राई करना, एक मिनिमम कॉस्ट में आप मैक्सिमम रिटर्न ले सकें. एंड यस, ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ दैट मैक्सिमम रिटर्न आप एक अच्छी से मैक्सिमम कंट्रोलिंग भी उस पर कर सकें. सेफ्टी सिंप्लिसिटी, दैट इज शुड बी द सेफ्टी पार्ट. फ्लेक्सिबिलिटीज होनी चाहिए आपके जितनी भी इन्वेस्टमेंट और जितने भी प्रोजेक्ट्स एरियाज होते हैं उसके अंदर. अट्रैक्टिव रूल्स वुड रिक्वायर टू बी देयर. The commensurate to the legal requirement, that means you have to consider the legal factors also कि आपको legally उन सब चीज़ों को ध्यान रखना होगा. Now the term loans. Term loans are basically it's a loan taken for the definite period of a time. I'll call the term loans based on the period. Loans are broadly classified into the two types. In terms of this is basically the kind of classifications of a term loan कि किस किस time durations में हम लोग एक loans उठा सकते हैं. So term loans are basically debited originally scheduled for the repayment in more than 1 year, but generally in less than 10 years. So इसका term payments होता है generally more than 1 year to 10 years के बीच में होता है. तो term loan is basically used for the long term loans. तो term loans जो होते हैं वो एक long term loans को ही state करते हैं. So long term loans are basically rises to meet the financial requirement of the enterprise for acquiring the fixed assets which include the following in terms of जितनी भी लॉन्ग टर्म लोन्स होते हैं दे वर एक्चुअली टेकिंग केयर ऑफ द फैक्टर्स लाइक जितनी भी हमारे फिक्स्ड असेट्स हैं वो किस तरीके से उन्हें एक्वायर किया जाएगा एंड यूटिलाइज इन इट. सो कौन कौन से ऐसे फिक्स्ड असेट्स हैं? वन इज लैंड एंड साइट डेवलपमेंट, द लैंड, द बिल्डिंग एंड सिविल वर्क, किस तरीके की बिल्डिंग एंड सिविल वर्क्स हैं, द प्लांट एंड मशीनरी, द इंस्टॉलेशन एक्सपेंसेस, मिसलेनियस फिक्स्ड असेट्स comprising the vehicle, furniture, fixtures, office equipment and so on. So in case of a unit to be located in the backward area, and another element of miscellaneous fixed costs include the expenditure to incur the infrastructure facility like road, railway sites, water supply, power connections, etc. So the term loans or says the long-term loans are also required for the expansion of a productive capacity by replacing or adding the existing equipment. Now the sources of term finance. What are the various sources through which the term loans are actually comes into a picture? It could be happened by the issuing of share, it could be by issuing a debenture, by the loans for the financial institute, getting the loan from the financial institute, or you get a loans from the commercial bank, or it could be any kind of public deposit you can generate, or retentions of profit could be one of the source of generating the terms loan. देन टर्म्स लोन में सबसे पहले था द शेयर पार्ट, जहाँ की ये स्टेट किया गया कि एक जो टर्म लोन है वो जनरेट हो सकता है बाय इशूइंग अ शेयर. नाउ व्हाट एग्जैक्टली अ शेयर? शेयर इज अ यूनिट इनटू व्हिच द टोटल कैपिटल ऑफ अ कंपनी इज डिवाइडेड. इन टर्म्स ऑफ अगर किसी एक कंपनी जो है अपनी कैपिटल इश्यूज करती है जो कि डिवाइड होती है इन अ पब्लिक, सो अ पब्लिक लिमिटेड कंपनी कैन इशू द फॉलोइंग टू काइंड्स ऑफ अ शेयर. फर्स्ट इज प्रेफरेंस शेयर, अनदर इज इक्विटी शेयर. So equity share is what not the preference share is. It is an equity share, we can say that, entitled to divide after the payment of a dividend on the preference share. It is the kind of the divided after the payment of a dividend on the preference share. Preference shares को जब dividend मिल जाते हैं उसके बाद जो rest of the capital होती है वो equity shares को issue होती है. So now the debenture part. Debenture is basically it's a kind of the debt, or we can say that it's a method of raising the term loan from the public. So debenture is the instrument acknowledge a debt by a company to a person. Debenture is the document that either create a debt or acknowledgement it, and it is a debt without the collateral. In a corporate finance, the term is used for the medium to the term loans instrument used by the large company to borrow the money. So in that terms we can say that it's a kind of the issuing a debt to the public, or we can say that it is kind of issuing the loans. So a debenture is thus like a certificate of a loan or a loan bond evidencing the fact that company is liable to pay a specific amount with with interest, although the money rises by the debenture becomes a part of a company's capital structure. So it is does not becomes the share capital. This is one. जब एक कंपनी किसी भी तरीके से पब्लिक से फंड राइज करती है इन अ फॉर्म ऑफ डिबेंचर, सो ये एक सर्टिफिकेट ऑफ लोन होता है व्हेन द कंपनी इज एक्चुअली बिकम अ लायबल, और वो एक ऑब्लिगेशंस में आ जाती है कि एक स्पेसिफिक टाइम पीरियड के बाद विद इंटरेस्ट उस पर्टिकुलर पर्सन को कंपनी जो है पैसे रिटर्न करेंगे. एंड ऑल्दो द मनी राइज्ड बाय द डिबेंचर्स बिकम अ पार्ट ऑफ द कंपनी स्ट्रक्चर. तो उस केस में जो मनी राइज होता है वो कंपनी के कैपिटल स्ट्रक्चर में जाके ऐड होता है. दैट मींस दैट डिबेंचर पर्सन, जो डिबेंचर है, वो एक कंपनी का पार्ट बन जाता है, कंपनी से रिलेटेड हो जाता है. बट यस, इट इज नॉट दी सिमिलर टू द शेयर कैपिटल. डिबेंचर इज डिफरेंट फ्रॉम द शेयर कैपिटल. नाउ व्हाट इज बेसिक डिफरेंस बिटवीन द शेयर एंड डिबेंचर्स? सबसे पहले द राइट्स. A debenture constitute a loan and the debenture holder is only a creditor of a company and not a member of a company. But share represent a part of a share capital of a capital and the shareholders are a member of a company. So in that terms, yes, debenture होने की वजह से जो हमारे debentures holder हैं, they were the only creditors, whereas share capital holders are the member of a company. Second, approval of the disbursement of the fund as divided interest. As divided or interest. In the debenture, the question of getting the approval of the member from the payment of interest does not arise. In share, dividend is payable only when it is recommended by the board and approved by the general meeting of the shareholder. Debenture, the question of getting the approval of a member from the payment of interest does not arise. In terms of, in case of the payment or in case of the return, a shareholder is basically paid by a dividend, while a debenture holder is paid by a interest. तो in that case उनका जो interest rate होता है being a creditor, उन्हें वो पे किया जाता है, और in that case हमारे जो शेयर होल्डर्स होते हैं उन्हें डिविडेंड पे किया जाता है, वो भी उस कंडीशन में जब किसी भी तरीके की बोर्ड ऑफ मीटिंग या जनरल मीटिंग कंडक्ट होती है. Another is liability. In case of debenture, a debenture holder must be repaid before the shareholders are repaid, and therefore the debenture holders own no liability to the other stakeholders of the company. In terms of debenture, if it comes of the liability paying, so liability paying में debentures holders को पे किया जाता है सबसे पहले while paying the shareholders rather than the stakeholders. Then return of a capital. Debentures are basically redeemable either as the fixed date or at the ओपिनियन ऑफ अ कंपनी ड्यूरिंग द लाइफ टाइम ऑफ द कंपनीज इटसेल्फ. हमारे जो डिवेंचर्स होते हैं वो रिडीमेबल होते हैं, एक तो फिक्स डेट पे बाद आप रिडीम उससे करवा सकते हैं, और इट कुड बी मूव ऑन टू द लाइफ टाइम. एंड यस, एट द सेम टाइम शेयर्स आर नॉन रीपेबल ड्यूरिंग द लाइफ टाइम ऑफ अ कंपनी एक्सेप्ट इन केस ऑफ द रिडीमेबल प्रेफरेंसेस. एंड दैट कम्स, हमारे जो शेयर्स होते हैं वो नॉन रीपेबल्स होते हैं. Another is charge on the assets. That means debentures are generally secured and shares are not secured by the charge on the assets of a company. जो हमारे assets हैं, जो हमारे debentures हैं, वो secured नहीं होते, जबकि जो हमारे shares हैं, they were one of the जो हमारे debentures हैं, they were very much secured area, और shares जो हैं, they were not in the secured area. Now, what are the various sources of a short-term financing? Short-term financing के क्या-क्या sources हैं? सबसे पहले loan of a commercial bank. Loan of a commercial bank is basically what commercial bank, it could be the bank who is actually dealing into the business or associated with the bank of nationalization, so that comes into the commercial bank. Public deposits was comes into a picture. जितने भी public deposits होते हैं, they all comes into a picture. Trade credit, factoring, discounting bills of exchange, bank overdraft and cash credit, advance from the customer and accrual accounts. These are the various sources through which the short-term finances was generated. Now the other financial institute. What are the different areas or other financial areas who actually comes into a picture by providing the finance to the small scale businesses? First is the Industrial Development Bank of India. This is RDBI, which is actually comes into a picture in 1964. And yes, this is basically working on the need on the small scale businesses. That is RDBI. It is established in July 1964 under the Act of the Parliament as the principal of financial institute in country. And initially it was the set up of the whole owned subsidiary of the Reserve Bank of India, but in February 1976 the RDBI was made an autonomous institution and its ownership passes on from the Reserve Bank of India to the Government of India. So it is basically associated to the providing the proper help to the small scale industry through its schemes of refinancing and to the limited extent through its bill rediscovering schemes. And yes, as it's not feasible for the RDBI to reach the large number of the small scale industries scattered all over the country, so the flow of assistance to this vast number has before being indirect in the form of a refinancing of loan guaranteed by the bank, and the state financial corporations comes into a picture to work with the RDBI. Then another is the IFCI, which is Industrial Financing Corporation of India Limited. That is, the Government of India set up the Industrial Financing Corporation of India under the IFCI Act in July 1st, 1993. It has been brought under the Company Act 1956. The IFCI basically extended the financial assistance to the industrial sector through the rupee and the foreign currency loans, and yes, underwriting the direct subscriptions to the share debentures and guarantee, and also offer the financial services through its facilities of equipment procurement, equipment finance, and yes, at the same time buyers and suppliers credit, equipment leasing and financings to lease and hire purchase companies. Another is the Industrial Credit and Investment Corporation of India. This is ICICI, which was set up under the Indian Company Act with the primary objective of developing the small and medium industry in the private sector. So it issued the capital, has been subscribed by the Indian Bank and the insurance companies and the individuals and corporations of the United States. Another is the IRBI, that is Industrial Reconstruction Bank of India, which is set up under the Industrial Reconstruction Corporation of India, that is IRCI, in the April 1971 under the Indian Companies Act, mainly to look after the special problems of SecUnit and provide the assistance to the speedy reconstructions and rehabilitations. Then the Life Insurance Corporation of India. The Life Insurance Corporation of India was established under the LIC Act 1956 as the whole owned corporation of Government of India on the nationalization of the life insurance business in country. So LIC basically offers the variety of insurance policy to the extent of social security to the various segment of society. It has been developing its funds in accordance with the planned priorities. Then another is the UTI, which is established in the year of 1964, mobilize the saving of small investment through the sales of unit and channelize them into the corporate investment with the variety of the unit schemes. After that, Unit Trust of India, UTI, the next one is the State Financial Corporation. State Financial Corporation is again set up in 1948, used to provide the financial assistance to only the large scale or large sized industry undertaking in order to cater the finance requirement of a large number of small scale units. The main function of SFC has been providing the long term finance to small and the medium sized industry, organized as the priority and partnership, cooperative, public and the private companies concerned. The next is the Small Industry Development Bank of India, which is basically viewed as ensuring the large flow of financial and non-financial assistance to the small scale industry. Another is Export Import Bank of India, which is actually comes into a picture in 1982 to take over the operations of international financing wings and to provide the financial assistance to the exporter and importer to promote the Indian foreign trade. So this is also provide the refined facility to the commercial banks as the financial institute against their export import financial activities. Now there are few questions which you have to do it yourself. First is write a note on the SIDBI. So you have to explain SIDBI. Another is what are the difference between share and debentures. You have to explain that difference between. So this is all about for the today's session. We were winding up here. Thank you so much. Happy learning. We learn.